So the need of collaborative efforts between civil society organization and youth organization to address these global challenges effectively is more evident than ever before. There are few reasons why collaboration to address global challenges is not only a choice but also a necessity. Complexity knows no borders. The challenges we face are not contained by geopolitical boundaries. Climate change, for example, does not respect national border. A disease like COVID-19 can spread across continent and so on. So collaboration acknowledges the global nature of these challenges and enable us to pool our resources, knowledge, expertise to find the comprehensive solution, to share our responsibility. We all share this planet, and with that share ownership come share responsibility. Collaborative effort absolutely recognize that each nation, each community, each organization has a role to play in overcoming these challenges. So no single entity can tackle this issue alone. So that is why the importance of the collaboration between C20 and Y20 is needed. In other point of view, as we know, resources, whether financial, technological, or human, are limited. So that is important. See why we need to collaborate each other. Collaboration will ensure that our solution endure beyond short-term objective. It set the stage for long-lasting positive change. And I'm pretty sure that youth organization always bring a positive change, positive approach. Colleagues and friends, during Indonesia G20 presidency, there are several Indonesian youth focused initiative that branch out at the community level and at the policy advocacy level. In digital transformation, government of Indonesia, also the youth organization in Indonesia recognize the potential of youth in the creative industry. The government right now has introduced policy to support a creative sector such as fashion, music, film, digital media, creating opportunity for young entrepreneur to work closely with the real economic sector. This initiative such as Prakarsa program, social security program that focus on youth entrepreneurship and training vocational program, quite effective to push the youth participation in the creative economy, in creative industry. So the program encourages youth to start their own businesses and to contribute to boost economic growth. In G20 leader declaration Bali 2022, for example, G20 leader have a consensus to endorse the G20 financial inclusion framework on harnessing digitalization to increase productivity and foster a sustainable and inclusive economy for women, youth, and micro, small, medium enterprises. So during Indonesia G20 presidency, the G20 leader and Indonesia leader also addressing program in youth health and mental well-being. This initiative promote awareness, provide support, reduce stigma surrounding mental health issues, knowing that Indonesia is archipelago state and vulnerable to climate change, to earthquake, to volcanoes. Youth-led initiative addressing environmental issues have gained prominence. Young people are increasingly involved in climate change issues regarding how to mitigate climate crisis, as well as how to foster the achievement of sustainable development goals. Colleagues and friends, the G20 Forum is not merely a meeting of a nation, it is a meeting of mind, as we know. Each nation represented bring a unique blend of experiences, expertise, and aspiration. Based on that, I'm really respect to the India G20 presidency for bring udaharan, best practices from your experiences. I think it's a good example how to make a connection between local best practices with the global best practices. Our diversity is our strength, and as we deliberate over the next few days in our summit, let us remember that our differences can fuel innovation and let us to comprehensive and sustainable solution. Once again, if we back to the legacy of G20 Indonesia presidency in 2022, the G20 remain committed to human-centered, inclusive, fair, sustainable approach that leads to a greater social justice, decent work, and social protection for all citizens, including youth community. Because as we know, youth community is one of the vulnerable group in our society. G20 also continue their work to integrate youth person with disability, youth women, and other vulnerable group in several inclusive program. Yeah. G20 also resolved to promote a community-based vocational education training that focus on the strengthen participation of youth in the training and vocational program. It is good to advance job creation through entrepreneurship, through creative economy, a digital economy, as well as to empower their own businesses, even though still as a micro, medium, and small enterprises. Colleagues and friends, Indonesia presidency tried to bring the update of skill strategy, and then the G20 leader make a consensus how the update of skill strategy needed among G20 member countries, because as we know, we are on the work change of the world, especially on the labor market. A digital economy disrupt previous economy. So in other hand, G20 Indonesia presidency also try to make previous commitment during a Turkey presidency, because in the G20 Turkey presidency, the G20 agreed to bring Antalya youth target, youth goal, as well as universal protection also for the youth that already work in the labor market. Colleagues and friends, lastly, we stand on the precipice of transformative change. Technological advancement that reshape industry, social dynamic that call for inclusion and equity, and environmental challenges that demand our immediate attention. So we must keep deliberation among us. We must also try to more active on policy and strategy programming conversation. It is important to make sure that our principle on fulfilling human rights, justice, etc., to keep youth as one of vulnerable group can stand their aspiration. We must collaborate and making sure that our collaboration more effective in influencing the policy conversation in the G20. So last, in the word of Margaret Mead, I'm will share with you that never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has. So as we convene at the G20 forum, let us carry the torch of change, fueled by our commitment to the better world. The youth is our future. The youth is our positive effort. The youth is the innovation. Thank you. And once again, congratulations for inaugural session of Changemaker 20 Summit 2023. And let us keep our collaboration.